Hey everyone, my name is Sorab. I'm one of the authors of Wilds of Amaranth, which is a role-playing campaign for kids. If you're not familiar with Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, I'll teach you how to play a halfling rogue in just a few minutes. Starting at the top, your race is halfling. You can think of your race like a species or ancestry. Halflings are generally short and hairy. They are also fast and clever. Your halfling also has a class, which you can think of as your job. You are a rogue, which is great at hiding, picking locks, and surprising enemies. You can name your character anything you like. Halflings sometimes have two names, with their last name being tied to nature, their feet, or music, something like Hip Bramblefoot. Your character's name goes at the top, and your real name goes in the space labeled player. Next, you'll see a bunch of numbers. These are your stats. Here's a quick summary of what each of the 6 main stats mean. Strength is your physical power and athletic ability. Dexterity measures your agility, reflexes, and balance. Constitution reflects your endurance and energy. Intelligence is your problem-solving ability and memory. Wisdom includes your perception, intuition, and insight. Charisma is how you handle social interactions. These have modifiers on top and the stat on the bottom. There are times where you'll add these modifiers to your roll, but we won't get into that just yet. Under each stat, you'll see a save. If your game master asks you to roll a saving throw against spells or traps, you'll add that to your roll. You have a number of skill modifiers listed on your character sheet. These are how good you are at completing certain tasks. If your game master asks you to make a skill check, you'll add that to your roll. Don't worry right now about understanding all of them. Your game master will help point them out. The little black dots mean you are proficient or really good at something. Any bonuses you get from a proficiency are already included throughout your character sheet. Hit dice let you regain hit points or your energy when you rest for a short time. Moving down the character sheet, inspiration is a reward from your game master for doing something cool or unique, and it allows you to re-roll an attack or saving throw. If your character can cast spells, you will have spell slots included here. As a level 1 rogue, you don't know any spells. Your armor class is your character's defense against attacks, and determines what the game master will need to roll for a creature or trap to hit you. Hit points are your character's health. Hit points decrease as you take damage from creatures or traps. You get knocked unconscious when you reach 0 hit points. Your proficiency bonus gets added to your rolls, but that's already been added throughout your character sheet for you. Initiative determines who goes first during combat, with everyone rolling a d20. You add this bonus to your initiative roll. The game master rolls for the creatures. Whoever rolls highest goes first. After you reach 0 hit points, you roll a death save on each of your turns. Roll a d20, and a roll of 10 or higher counts as a success. 9 or below is a failure. 3 successes stabilizes your character, while 3 failures results in death. The next section is weapons and cantrips. Weapons are things you can use in combat. Cantrips are spells that you can use as many times as you want, but as a rogue, you don't know any cantrips. But don't worry, you have plenty of weapons to use. You have 3 weapons to pick from, depending on what works best for the situation. Your first option is a dagger, which is like a knife. When you roll your d20 to hit something, you add +5 to that roll against the creature's armor class. If you hit, you roll 1d4 for damage, then add 3 to that roll. You need to be within 5 feet of an opponent to hit it. Your short bow is next, and, like your dagger, you'll add +5 to your d20 roll to hit. If your opponent is within 80 feet of you, you roll normally. If your opponent is more than 80 feet away, but less than 320 feet away, you roll your attack with disadvantage. This means you roll your d20 twice, and you use the lower of the 2. You can't hit a target more than 320 feet away, which is about the length of a football field. If you hit, You roll 1d6 for damage, then add 3 to that roll. Your short sword works like a dagger, but it's a little longer. You'll add +5 to your d20 roll to hit. On a hit, it does 1d6 damage, then you add 3 to that roll. Your unarmed strike is basically a punch. You add +2 to your d20 roll to hit. If it hits, it always does 1 point of damage. As a rogue, you do not have any spells. However, you do have some abilities. Sneak attack allows you to deal an extra 1d6 damage if one of your party members is close to your target. Your lucky ability lets you re-roll a d20 roll if you roll a 1 on an attack, ability check, or saving throw. Your halfling can read and write in Common and Halfling. Most creatures can speak and understand Common, but not all. You also know Thieves' Cant, which is a secret code used by rogues in conversation or writing. Only other rogues or those trained in it can understand the true meaning. You have advantage against being frightened, which lets you roll a saving throw twice and you take the higher d20 roll. Your normal movement speed is 25 feet per turn, which is slightly less than most other players. The last section of your character sheet lists your equipment. As a rogue, you wear leather armor, which lets you move without making a lot of noise. You are armed with 2 daggers, a short sword, and a short bow. Your backpack holds all your gear, including 50 feet of rope, a bell, crowbar, lantern, oil, tinderbox, rations, and thieves' tools. Your thieves' tools include a small file, a set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, and a pair of pliers. You also have 25 gold pieces now, but I'm sure you'll get more on your adventures. You'll use this treasure to buy more cool stuff. As you go through this campaign, you'll eventually level up. The end of the campaign book has suggestions for leveling your players to level 2 and level 3. And that's it. Go grab some dice and get ready to play.